Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
Not all meals are created equal. For instance, breakfast has the spicy egg McMuffin for a limited time, and lunch doesn't. McDonald's breakfast comes first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love, starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
How do you top your love for your cat? With a cascade of decadent savory gravy over a mouth-watering mousse pâté. Fancy Feast Gems. 2 gourmet pâtés in one convenient pack. Simply peel and plate to reveal a pyramid shape that makes eating delightful and pamper her with an experience as extraordinary as she is. Turn the everyday into the extraordinary with Fancy Feast Gems.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
Welcome back to another Big Brother recap with Donny. Hi, Donny.
Hello. Can you believe it? You're a changed woman. Are you a changed woman?
I am a changed woman.
I heard that. The streets are saying it.
Last night, I didn't watch last night's episode until this morning, but last night I watched Wednesday night's episode with my children.
Because as you should, all parents should. It's a family show, I think. For the most part.
It's 1000% a family show. They don't even curse, and they don't even show the mouths cursing. They blur out the mouth as if they're like making blowjob faces or something like that. It's so silly.
They blur out the mouth so you can't read the lips, and instead of the beep noise, it's just silence. Like, you mother, like that.
And it's so much a children's show that the prize this week was a children's movie viewing.
A viewing of Bad Guys too. And then not only was that the prize, the competition was themed like that as well, with cardboard cutouts like it's a kid's birthday party of the characters from it.
It was so janky.
It was so bad.
This is why I love this show. I'm telling anybody with ears, anyone who'll listen, and most of the time people are not listening to me. That's why I have a podcast, so that people do listen to me. But people in my real life do not listen to me. So anybody, I'm just telling them, like, you gotta watch Big Brother. It's the best show ever. As if it's like Traitors or something, like as if it's like a new reality TV show.
No, just 27
like, have you heard of Big Brother?
Literally every single country in the world has a version of Big Brother, but you're doing your best to get people to watch it for the first time. Also, that same competition, we know they have access to like screens that they can use. Like, this could have been something, I don't know what, but we could have put those characters on a screen. Instead, no, just a cardboard cutout with their voice playing behind it from like a little radio. Way to go, Ashley. Like, it was clearly someone pressing buttons depending on... I wouldn't do that, Keanu, like that.
You have to go back, Ashley.
Yeah.
Good job. Lauren?
Yeah, it was very much just like a podcaster's, what's that called? Like a soundbox. Yeah.
Also, like it, I think this is the thing, maybe, and you might know this as a Disney gay, but I think this was a thing like in Small World. No, in the ET ride. Remember the ET ride where you would put in? No, maybe this isn't. This is.
Yes,
it is the ET ride where you put in your name, and then when you were leaving, ET would be like, "Goodbye, Donny."
Yeah. Well, it actually says this. Thank you, Donny. Like that.
That's exactly right. And that's what the challenge was. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Okay, let's reverse.
Okay, let's go reverse. Okay, this week, all right, guys, Sunday's episode, we had an HOH challenge with the Nolan twins. Now, am I supposed to know who these women are?
So there was one season of Big Brother where the twist was that twins were in the house, but they played as one person. So one twin would be in the house and make alliances and stuff, and then she would go behind a secret bookshelf, and the other one would come out in the same outfit and pretend it was just one girl. And then halfway through, they were like, "Chick, yeah, we're twins."
Oh my God. Were they playing as one person?
Yes. Until they both came out halfway through and said, "Chick, you were twins." Then the house was like, "Oh my God." And then there were twins in the house.
Okay. And then they were like two contestants.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I think they should do a season where it's all twins doing that and they don't know. There's just like literally 20 people in the house, but they think it's only 10.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Have they ever done a Big Brother where there's like family members on?
So one year, season 8, the twist was worst enemies. And like one girl borrowed a girl's pencil in high school and never returned it. So they were in. Another gay boy gave his ex gonorrhea. So they were on. But then it was one girl and her dad that literally didn't talk in like 7 years. And they were brought in. That was juicy.
That's diabolical.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We need more of that.
I agree.
So they had this HOH competition with the Twin Witness News Network or something like that, with the Nolan twins, where they told a long-winded story, and then you had to guess. Or then they asked a question about whether or not something was true or false from the story that they told. Would you be good at this game?
I don't think so. I tried to play along at home, and I didn't get a lick right.
No. In fact, when I was listening to their story, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So like I missed the point of the game. Like I was listening to it and I was like, are we supposed to figure out faults in their story? Like, is that what we're doing? And then when they started asking questions, I'd be like, oh no, I didn't pay attention. I would have failed because I stopped listening to instructions.
You would have said, actually, you said you were inside and outside at the same time. So we know you're lying. And they're like, that's not what you're here to do. Yeah.
They're like, Noor, this is a true or false question. I'm like, one of those things isn't like the other. And they're like, wrong game. Like, I know you're obviously you're a big gamer, right? Mm-hmm. And me, I love to be competitive about a game that is initially introduced to me. And then when somebody starts to give me the instructions, I'm like, I stop paying attention. And then when the game starts up again, I'm like, the competitiveness is like not really back, but I've now talked a big game about myself. So now I have to play.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's like when we play that game, that murder mystery game or whatever, where we were dressed up like pageant people in the Poconos. I don't really even, I just kept going back to my text messages with you. And I was like, I gotta remember what he said we have to do because I don't remember.
Oh my God. And then there was like money to steal also that, well, you were supposed to bribe people, but Chelsea literally was just stealing from people. There was a lot. It was heavy-handed.
The most, I was so impressed. I'll never forget it.
By who?
Do not leave your belongings in front of Chelsea. Okay. That's actually why she wears a disguise most of the time.
Oh, probably.
She wants to steal
the bank. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, this game happens and womp womp, Lauren gets HOH. What did you think about Lauren getting HOH?
I didn't know how to feel because I didn't know what she was going to do with it. But I didn't love it because it was her and Mickey so close. Like, if she didn't win, it was going to be Mickey, which I wanted to happen.
Yeah, same. Also, like, I realized why CBS / Big Brother writes all those scripts for people, because when Lauren was talking in the confessional, I was like, maybe she doesn't know how to read, because she was painful to listen to.
I couldn't even tell you anything she said.
Nothing of consequence.
No,
she would just be like, I have a really hard decision.
And that's why I know you hate CBS diary room entries, but I'd rather have someone screaming at me like, well, I went into the backyard and there were cardboard cutouts of a kid's birthday party. Like, I'd rather have that, because at least that's memorable.
No, totally. And you know what? Speaking of the screaming, I think that's also why my kids like suddenly perked up when they were like doing the confessionals, because YouTubers sound like that. Like kid YouTubers sound like that. They're like, today, guys, we're going to be showing you guys how to make slime. And you're like, why are you yelling?
They do talk like YouTubers.
Why are you doing that to me?
That's exactly it.
Okay, so Lauren seems like she's in a pickle. She doesn't know who to pick. Will keeps like just yelling at her, being like, you better not fucking put me on the block. And then she's like, sorry, Will, I'm putting you on the block. And then he's like, are you kidding me? I'm old and I have back pain. And they're making me sleep in the room with the have-nots. Okay, question about that. How long do they have to sleep in there?
I think the new head of household gets to pick the new ones. So Rachel has been picked 3 weeks in a row for whatever reason, but maybe they're trying to break her down. Maybe she volunteers. I'm not sure. But like the new head of household does pick the new people, and then they have to stay there a week.
And they're safe.
No, only the first week were they safe. Now you can still be in there and nominated.
That's bullshit.
I know.
No, I don't like that. And I would just be like, can we make this into an activity space? I'll sleep on the couch.
Who would you say that to? CBS?
My house guest. They can't tell you that you can't sleep on the couch.
No, they can. And if you do, you get a penalty nomination.
What?
Yeah. If you break the rules in the Big Brother house, you get added to the block as a penalty nomination. If you're already nominated, then you get an extra vote against you. So like one year, one girl was on slot, but she was nominated already. So then Big Brother gave her like a vote already before people even voted, because she was eating like pizza.
Oh, I have questions about food too later, so we'll get to it. But Sunday's episode, HOH challenge, Lauren wins HOH, and she puts Keanu, Will, and Kelly on the block. Kelly on the block because she again volunteers herself like an idiot and then cries about it. Will, because he's just a pawn. She's like, I promise you, we love you so much. Like, nobody's going to vote for you. I promise nobody's going to vote for you. Fast forward, spoiler alert, at some point, Lauren is like, I'll do a tiebreaker and I'll evict Will.
She sure
like,
did.
Complete fucking liars. Then we get to Wednesday's episode, which is when we had the veto competition with the lasers and the movie, the children's film. Okay, when they started doing that competition, I was like, oh, if that was me, I would just give up.
Me too, because at first I thought I had a strategy, but when you're coming back with the big crystal and it buzzes, then you have to go reset the alarm or whatever. I thought you could leave the crystal where it is, run, set the buzzer, and come back to it. In which case I would just throw it on purpose, go through the lasers, run and hit the buzzer, and then go get the thing. But that's not the way it was. So then after a certain point, I just can't do this. You know?
No. And honestly, I think Ashley was doing it for like a good 45 minutes.
Yeah. I think when they only show the top 3 scores, there's a reason for that.
They're like, oh, it only took Keanu 6 minutes? That's so weird, because we were in there for like 3 hours. And I would be like, it was me.
Yeah, they finished watching Bad Guys 2 while I was in there, actually. The whole movie played.
Also, I was thinking that my strategy would be like those boxes that are in the middle. I'd be like, can I chuck the crystal over the boxes to get to the other side?
Yeah, why not? There's no rule. There is a rule. You'd have to a penalty nomination for that.
One of the cardboard cutouts would be like, stop that, Donny. I'm not gonna lie, Keanu looked good doing that competition.
When he slid under that first laser, and then he kept hitting another laser a little, so then he had to do it from the beginning again, and slid every time. I was like, this is sleek.
I was like, yeah, you better put that ass into it.
I know.
It's like, is he hot? He is.
He is. I'll say it 3 times.
You will. And you did. Okay, but on also Wednesday's episode, what was cracking me up before we got to the competition is we have to talk about these like little things happening around the house. At one point, Ava, who is, I believe, won you over.
She did. I'm shocked.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I'd love to. So, actually, you asked me if I watched live feed stuff, and I said no, but I did see a clip of Ava talking about how everyone in the house is ugly. And they showed it a little bit, but they didn't flat out show her saying everybody is ugly. So that really won me over because that's how I feel. So that gives us something to bond over. Also, I like that she's just unapologetically herself. Like, Kelly, I think, gets in her head about being a weird, quirky girl. Which also, in terms of quirky girls, I do love that Ava hates Kelly. There's just a lot to like.
Let's explore more of that. Because for some reason, they're giving us this, like, weird, not really love triangle with, like, Zach, Lauren, and Morgan. Like, Morgan seems to really be hitting it off with Zach. Zach is into Lauren. And as Vince says, Lauren is only interested in playing the game. She's not interested in Zach at all.
Yeah.
There showed us some of that, but I'm shocked to hear that Ava actually said everybody in the house is ugly. Because on the show, they said, oh, Ava's just talking about like assessment of men that she would hook up with in the house. And she was like, no one.
Yeah. So it was that same conversation.
That's
the only
amazing.
person she finds attractive is Rachel.
Yeah. Who she called mother.
She did. And so did, Jimmy called Julie mother.
He did. Ava's assessment of Vince was so funny. She was like, they were like, wouldn't you like be into Vinny? And she was like, no, because he's just like, ooh.
And then it cut to him doing the same exact face.
It was brilliant. I thought that she was going to be like, oh, the only guy I find attractive is Jimmy. Because unfortunately for me, the more I watch Jimmy, I'm like, you're so cute.
No. That's where we'll never agree.
No, I know, because he's an actual like accessible gay man, I think, for you. And I think his inaccessibility as a gay man to me makes him more attractive.
Okay.
So
I see.
That's for me to take back to therapy.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, that was hilarious to me. But anyway, at the stupid competition, Keanu gets off the block. He wins it by like almost a landslide. He did really good. I mean, Lauren did really well too. It cracked me up that Vinny was like, I'm going to just like take my time. And he still was way faster than Will
and 3
or
other
Ashley.
people. Yeah.
It was amazing. Or Kelly. I was like, that really tells you that Ashley was in there for hours, because to me that felt really long.
She was in there for a very long time. When they edited it so that 3 people were going simultaneously, that's when I was like, oh, they can't even show the like course of how this person is going because it is so bad. There would be no way to edit it and make it look like they're doing well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Would you be excited to watch a children's movie with Keanu?
Yeah. I would. Now, other years they've got to watch like dramas. Like there was a year they got to watch that cancer movie. What's it called? Fault in Our Stars. Like that's the kind of movie I would like. So then I could cry into his chest and stuff. But I guess I could deal with this.
Yeah. What do you think about his choice of giving the prize to Rachel, Jimmy, and Ava?
I think it's smart. I think he does get along with Ava the best. And then he used to get along with Rachel until he pointed out all the negative things people said about her in other seasons. So that was like an apology dinner. And then Jimmy and him, we know they fight a lot. So that was a good strategy as well, I think.
I hope that obviously ends with both of them kissing.
Me too. I'd prefer Zach and him kissing, but if it has to be Jimmy, I'm fine with that.
Beggars can't be choosers at this point.
You're right.
Also, I think he picked Rachel because Rachel was unnecessarily excited.
She showed up. I don't know if he told her ahead of time she was getting her or whatever, but she literally showed up to the part where he got to pick who was going with him in a ball gown.
A gown?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so I watched this episode, right, with my kids, and they were like in and out of it, whatever. But the part that, and you'll love this because you know Noah, the part that Noah perked up on was when Jimmy and Rachel are talking about Rachel's bad fashions, and he puts that vintage shirt back on, and Jimmy is like, "I told you before, this is not cute. This is not this is an ugly shirt. It's hideous." Noah perks up and he goes, "I have to agree with Jimmy."
I mean, he's right. Jimmy and Noah.
So funny. He's like, come on, Jimmy has the point. I was like, no, I know. I bet you have no idea, Noah. You have no idea how much I loathe this woman and her bad fashion.
And you know I like to support her style and make defenses for her. Am I breaking up?
No, you did. I lost you for a second. But yeah, okay. You're good.
I like to make defenses for this woman and her style, but when she went behind that little towel and came out with that hideous skirt, that's when I said, I finally see it.
Now, what was that poll that you voted on this week?
That was, I don't know. It was at the end of, they're turning the show into a Nickelodeon show, apparently. And at the end of Friday's episode, Unlocked, they said, who do you want us to slime in a future episode? You have to vote on who has the ugliest style and we'll slime them. I voted Ava.
Slime?
Yeah, it's just truly turning into the Kids' Choice Awards.
No, it's like kids, but you know, not to bring up your arch nemesis, but this is right out of Love Island.
Oh, what do they do?
Love Island does polls every week. And you do different things like your top boy, top girl, top couple, whatever, all these things. And then they'll also this year they did like a who does America think is the best this or that? Who does America think is like the most honest and all these things. So I feel like that. And the person who won got flowers, got like showered in flowers. And the person who lost got slimed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they did steal that. Interesting.
Yes, they did. It's fine.
Now, Big Brother's defense, they used to have questions like, who's your favorite? And we'll give them a call from home. Or who's your favorite? And we'll let them read a headline from a newspaper. So Big Brother has had polls before, but the sliming very much makes it obvious they stole from Love Island.
You know what? But I will say this again is that I think both stole from Nickelodeon, but I think Paramount and Nickelodeon are like in the same parent family, I think.
Oh, you're right.
Is it Universal maybe?
No, it's Paramount, isn't it?
Is Paramount with Universal?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell you. Anyway, regardless, I feel like CBS feels more adjacent to Nickelodeon than Peacock.
For sure.
Absolutely. Okay, great. I'm so glad we're on the same page. Okay, so Keanu gets off the block, and then yesterday's episode, we had the live eviction and the BB blockbuster, and we also sort of have like these different sides of the house. So we had the Will loyalists, which were also when Keanu got off the block because he won the veto competition, they had to vote. Lauren nominated Adrian.
Yes.
Would you have picked Adrian too?
If I didn't want to make a move, yeah. Everyone's playing it so safe.
I was like, why did nobody put Jimmy on?
Right. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, or like, why are you putting pawns on? If you're going to why hasn't anybody put Riley and his hideous tattoos on?
hideous. Finally saw them for the first time. I texted you immediately.
The front is crazy, and then I saw this week the back one.
I saw his back tattoo first, and then I was like, I need him to turn around. I need him to turn around. And then when he did, I audibly gasped. And you had warned me it was half Jesus, but you can't really prepare yourself for what you're about to see.
Because it's like Jesus, not just, it's like Jesus on the crucifix.
It's Jesus on the crucifix, full Jesus. Not, I really thought half and half, like Two-Face from Batman, but full Jesus on the crucifix. But then one side is an angel wing, and one side is like a bat wing.
The bat wing is the part that really throws me off because I'm like, is that a vampire? What's going on?
I couldn't tell you. The devil?
and then the back tattoo, it's like a missing person or something, or like a stamp. Like, it's so wild. It's one of the wildest tattoos. And Riley we met as like a cowboy. But the longer he stays in the house, the more he's giving like problematic white boy from the early 2000s.
Yes. Now, have you seen any clips from the live feeds?
No, I haven't. But unfortunately, I did get a spoiler already for next week, which is annoying. Somebody posted it on Threads, and then I immediately unfollowed that person.
Oh, good.
Life.
But this week, and I didn't watch the live feeds, but he did a lot of like, give me a hug, sit on my lap. I'm not going to let you out of the room until you sit on my lap stuff with Catherine. So problematic is the correct word to use. Yes.
Okay, so he's problematic in that he is a lot like Julie's husband, but also problematic in that he is like, I don't know, like the persona has gone from like, from like a cowboy to like a word that we used to use for white boys who wanted to act like black men.
Mm-hmm. That starts with a W. Yeah.
That we don't use anymore.
Right.
But everybody knows what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
And so I don't know what Riley's deal is, but I don't like it. And I was like, why didn't we put Riley on the block?
I think she's with him, right?
Lauren's not with Riley.
I thought it's the boys and Lauren and Catherine and the girls and Jimmy and Will.
No, it's the boys, Lauren, Catherine, and Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I guess I can see that. So yeah, it ends up being like the Will loyalists end up being Rachel, Ashley, Mickey, Morgan, Ava, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the 7 votes right there. And then there is Vince, Zach, Lauren, Kelly, Catherine, Riley. Wait, I wrote this down. And
Keanu.
Who's this last one? Keanu. Okay. So those are that's for Adrian, right? And then so they do, yes. Do you have any thoughts about that alliance? Do you think that those are good alliances?
I don't know if she did it on purpose or if this is just who she's drawn to naturally. But I do think in terms of like being a star and being talked about and not being canceled, Rachel is working with the gay man, the bisexual girl, and then all black people. Like she, again, I don't know if she did it on purpose or if that's just who she's friends with in real life, but good job, Rachel.
I think that's a really good point. Who's the bisexual?
Ava.
Oh, I mean, is she bisexual?
She is.
Oh, did she say that she is? Because I thought that she was just like, I like men and I'm sexual for Rachel Riley.
No, Queer Tea Magazine wrote it about the who we should be rooting for on BB this year. And they said Jimmy and Ava because they're the 2 gays.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I got bisexual from Morgan, and then I was very shocked to hear that she's just a conventionally stunning woman who's in love with a conventionally stunning man.
But she does have bisexual cheekbones.
She has bisexual shoulders.
Oh, it's that too. Hillary Duff shoulders. Yeah.
And she also has bisexual manicure.
I'll have to look at. Oh, short?
Yes.
Okay, I'll look.
So I was like, oh, maybe Morgan, because that's why when Zach was like, I can obviously tell that Morgan has a crush on me. I was like, relax, Zach. I don't even think Morgan likes men. I think she's just really hot.
Yeah, go drink your fruity drink.
Also, speaking of nails, Zach has painted his nails Sandoval white.
Oh, no. I wonder if he did it himself or if one of the girls did it.
I think that Lauren was like, do you want to get your nails painted? And he's like, yeah, like, that's cool. I'll do it. No big deal. I don't think it's gay when like guys have their nails painted. Can't you see him say that?
I can. In or out of the diary room based on that volume. It's either one.
It's also weird because like whenever you see him walking around the house or like hanging out with people, he's very low energy. And then you get him in the diary room, no shirt, screaming at us.
Well, that is something I still am fighting that they do not write for the people in the diary room. However, I will say you do get different personalities from who they are in the house and the diary room because there are producers in there with you like, hype it up, hype it up, hype it up. So then there was a girl like 3 seasons ago and she in the house, she was a Southern woman, but in the house, she was like normal and like bored and tired, just a Southern bored, tired woman that can't see outside for 5 days a week. And then in the diary room, she was like, it's buttermilk and biscuits. I'm coming for you. I was like, what's happening? She said, you just gotta, well, looks like I'm serving you a side of blindside butter beans. Like that. It was truly crazy to watch.
I want to go into the BB house just so that the producers could give me a new personality. What if they're like, Noor, I know that you speak perfectly good English, but why don't you throw on an accent? And be like, what kind of accent? They'd be like, an Indian one. And be like, I'm not Indian. And they'd be like, close enough. Just do it. And be
in
like,
here, you are. Yeah.
You better curry it up, sister. People are waiting outside the confessional. Anyway, we have the BB Blockbuster competition. But actually, before we get to that, there was like some drama that's happening with like Morgan and Mickey. Morgan, Mickey, and Jimmy are in an alliance, but Morgan is also always hanging out with like Zach and Vinny. And Morgan's like, I don't know what the fuck that's about. And then so Morgan keeps being like, maybe we should get into a foursome with Zach and Jimmy because I really like them. And Mickey's like, I'm not hanging out with them. You're the one that's like kikiing with them at 2:00 in the morning. Yeah. And then she's like, no, but like, it's fine. It'll be fine. We'll just like squeeze you right in. And Morgan doesn't really know how she feels about it because Mickey doesn't know how she feels about it because she's already been sort of like pushed out by Jimmy, who's like doing his own thing with like Rachel and Ava. And then now Morgan is doing her own thing with other people. But I kind of want to tell Mickey like, but Mickey, you have to do that because it's early days. You have to find different people to have alliances with. And I think she has one, hopefully with like Will and Ashley as the only other 2 people of color, Black people in the house. But I don't think you should get mad at Morgan for finding other people to vibe with.
No, finding other people to vibe with is fine because I do think you need to have more than one person to watch your back. But her saying, let's combine the 2 groups, that's where there's trouble. Because I know you're safe with those 2 and you're safe with us 2. But now bringing me into that, I'm clearly the weakest link here.
That's true. I'm the last person joined. Last person in, first person out.
Exactly. So I would say, how about the 3 of us stick together, ride to the end, the 3 of us, like we said on day 1, go make your other friends and let them bring you to the end as well. But like, we will never work against each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we actually, you said this earlier and I didn't get to focus on it, but can we talk about Ava not liking Kelly?
Oh yeah, let's.
Okay, tell me more.
Anytime Kelly comes in the room, Ava rolls her eyes. She like wants her gone. But I think, and she's never really said why, I think it's just like there can only be one quirky girl in the house.
There cannot be 2 of us.
No. There's never 2 gays.
Is that true?
There was a love season where there were 2 gays because they wanted them to date, but then the morning after they finally kissed, one was pulled out of the house immediately.
Why?
CBS was like, we can't tell you why, but he has to come with us.
Wait, did we ever find out?
Not officially. Rumors floated that he had HIV, and CBS was afraid they were gonna fuck.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
This show is so insane. Oh my god. I love CBS being like, we wanted to put you in danger, but then we realized it was going to happen and then we took you out.
Yeah, we didn't know you guys were going to kiss.
We didn't know gay people actually had sex.
We didn't give you lube. How are you going to do it?
Oh, honey, on Love Island, they're spit starting over there. Okay, so nothing's gonna stop anybody. I think that's so funny about Ava and Kelly not liking each other because, like we were talking about over text, I think Ava is a Gen Z quirk and Kelly is a millennial quirk. Like Kelly is like, and honestly, she might not even be a millennial. I think Kelly's probably 28, but I don't know how old people are.
Yeah, she has an older face. She looked like Blake Lively's sister, Teen Witch.
I can see that.
And that woman's like 45 years old.
That's true. So, wait, how old is Blake Lively?
I think my age.
I think, yeah, she's like our age. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you know her birthday is like a day before mine?
I didn't know that.
It's diabolical. It's too close. It's too close for comfort. It's me, Blake Lively, Leanne Rimes, and Shania Twain. Very close together.
Let me look up when Justin Baldoni's birthday is. Because what if that's why we get along the way we do? Like cats and dogs. Oh no, January 24th. Okay, never mind. Close. That would have been great.
That would have been amazing. Yeah, but I share a birthday with Leanne Rimes and Shania Twain. 2 country divas.
Wow. You're Riley.
Okay, I love that Ava and Kelly don't get along. I would like producers, if you're listening, just go ahead and give us more content of that. I want to see listen, I come from the Bravo space. I love watching 2 women fight.
Me too. Pit women against each other. That's what the show's missing this season.
That's really what it is. Because everybody's just like goo goo gaga over Rachel Riley. And I'm just like, I need everybody to relax and focus on hating each other and her a little bit.
Yeah. Season 15 got very racist to the point where like TMZ was reporting it. Julie Chen had to mention it like on exit interviews. She was like, well, the world knows you're racist, so let's talk about it. Like it got so bad. And then since then, I don't know what is in the contract, but like I feel like fights haven't been as good since the racist season.
No, I can see that. And I also think that the reason why people like are gonna not vote Will out, one, because I think he's lovely, but I think they also don't want that to like, and I'm not saying that that's like there's no other good qualities about Will, but I do think that because of the way that people view a lot of these shows, people are so worried, especially like the BB community is so big that they're so worried that they're going to be called a certain thing that they're like, we got to keep the marginalized people on the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until the walls start closing in on us, and then all of the marginalized people are out.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. We have the BB blockbuster and Kelly wins. I said it before and I'll say it again. Kelly is a comp beast.
I don't want to say it, but she is proving to be one.
Mm-hmm. And sure, she's only won every single competition she's ever been in. And I've only seen 3 weeks of the show.
But that's all it takes, really.
Yeah, what else is it supposed to be? And, I think that she is the comp beast that Keanu thinks he is. Because I'm like, Keanu, please.
Keanu won 2 out of 3 weeks.
I know, but he keeps being like, again, there's a target on my back and I'm off the block. I'm like, calm down.
No, I'll never say that to him.
Calm down. Come over here and kiss me.
Yeah.
Take that energy and bring it over here, buddy. Also, again, I fear Keanu was born in 2001. And that's why it makes me feel disgusting to keep lusting over him.
I don't know his age. That's true.
I don't know anybody's age, technically speaking. I do think I was shocked to see that Rachel Riley is my age. So I don't know how old the rest of these people are. I know Lauren is like 5. I think Lauren, Zach, and Catherine, by the way. Have you noticed what her job is?
No.
Fine dining server.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, Bubba Gum Shrimp?
Or Martin Steakhouse. It's the same company. It's the same parent company, but it is fine dining.
You worked behind the pizza counter at Chuck E. Cheese?
Okay, Riley's 27. Ashley's 25. Mickey's 35. Zach's 27. Will is 50. And here's the thing about Will. He's 50, which is still like 11 years older than us. But when he is in the house, I feel like he was brought in to be the old man and like, I don't get these TikToks. I don't get these people farting, whatever. But like, I am 40 and I feel like I would be doing and talking about all the same things the 25-year-old's talking about, which then makes me feel like, would America hate me?
Yeah.
Would they be like this old crazy fuck?
Be like, oh God, here's the old man trying to cake it with the kids. We'd be like that like, God, what's his name? It's like that gif that goes around of like, what's his name in like a backpack saying, hey.
Hello. Yeah. That's when I'm like, let's do this dance.
I feel like, okay, I'm like afraid that I think you and I are both in the same boat in that we would immediately be like, Ava, how annoying is Ava with her stupid hat? And then like 4 days and be like,
yeah,
you're my daughter.
That's exactly what would happen. Okay, Keanu's 33.
Okay, so that makes me feel better.
That's fuckable. I fucked younger. Ava's 24. Morgan's 33. Lauren is 22. Amy was 43. And Kelly is 29. And Catherine is 23. This cast is so big. Okay. Every name I say, I think is the last one. And then there's like 8 more. Vince is 34. And Adrian's 23. And Jim's 25.
Vince is 34?
That's what it said.
Okay, and then so when this brings me to a point,
he looks great.
No, I have to bring this up then because Rachel goes up to Lauren to be like, you have some sort of like an alliance with Vince, and I think that's so weird because he's a loser who lives at home and doesn't have a job.
She does say that. I love that.
I loved it, but then also I love that Lauren was like, you can't come into my room and then like insult my friend.
He's like clearly her friend too.
He is. And then I was like, but I was dying because it was like millennials have such a bad read on young people that we're like, he's a loser without a job. And you know, Lauren is like, do you know how bad things are right now in the world? Like people, it's really difficult for people to own home and live alone. Like I think that like she doesn't get it. But now hearing that he's 34, unemployed and living at home.
Yeah. Also, Rachel won Big Brother once, which is almost $1 million. And then she won The Amazing Race at least once. Mm-hmm. So like this woman has money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
You can't as a rich person come and tell a person of Gen Z that you look down on someone living with their parents.
True.
Again, I say that as a person that was shocked to hear that Vinny is 34 living at home with his parents. Oh God. Okay, so they do the BB blockbuster. Kelly gets herself off. That sounded crazy.
I did hear it. Yeah.
Off the block.
Uh-huh.
And it's Will and Adrian, and it is sob fest.
Oh my God! Everybody.
Everyone is crying. Will is like, he's such a nice kid. He doesn't even curse. And I was like, oh, Will would hate me.
Me too, I think.
He'd be like,
For sure.
Those F words and immigrants keep swearing. Will would never say that. He seems like such a nice man. I love that he loves Ashley because he's like, she reminds me of my daughter.
That's sweet.
That is sweet. Adrian. Wait, speaking of Adrian, what's up with the bread stuff?
I don't know.
I was like, is this a callback to something else? Like, I don't understand.
It was so weird.
And like not funny.
No, I hated it. No. I hate a gimmick that goes on too long.
Like the fact that like when he got spoiler alert, he gets evicted. But when he got evicted and then Julie's like, and here is Adrian with his loaf of bread.
She's like, I don't have time for this shit.
Okay, by the way, that outfit that Julie had on was so spectacular that I immediately went on Nuuly to try to find it because I'm going to try to rent something like that for when I go to Italy.
Oh,
it was so beautiful.
Did you find it?
I didn't look that hard.
Okay.
But I was like, I'm going to get that.
I don't know if this episode is on yet, but there is an episode called, there's a website called like Wear What's on TV or something. I'll send it to you. I look all the time for CW shows to see what the men wear. And it's fine. It's not CW shows. It is one in particular. It's All American. But But the budget, even though these kids live in Crenshaw and are supposed to be like poor and on the poverty line, everyone's sweater on that show is goddamn $3,000.
No, of course. No, and of course, whatever Julie is wearing, I'm sure is $50 bajillion. I would never actually try to wear that.
Yeah.
I would just get like whatever Old Navy version is available for me.
For your birthday, I think you should rent one of Rachel's outfits. You'd look so good in that green ball gown she wore to win a viewing of.
Green does suit my skin.
It does.
But I can't get over how bad Rachel's fashions are. My goodness.
It just seems like a joke. And I know it's not, but it feels like it is.
It feels to me like it should be a joke because I don't want to be mad at her.
Okay.
Like I'm pissed off at her and her bad fashion and her like insistence that it's not bad fashion. It makes me angry. It makes me like illogically angry. So that's why I want it to be a joke.
Yeah. And it made sense. Like, it was still bad on the traders, but it made sense because, like, no one really knows what to wear. Everyone's dressing like they're in a murder mystery. Sure. But on this, you were in this house twice before. You know that people are literally just wearing cutoff jeans and, like, an old hoodie. And here you are in a ball gown. I can't say it loud enough. And put me in the diary room so I can scream it.
That was another thing I was thinking about. I was like, oh, if I was on Big Brother, I think my only issue with this game is, or with this like show, is that I would, if CBS was like, I need you to scream that, I'd be like, I'm not doing it. And then they'd pull me from the show and there would be rumors that I have HIV. I'd be like, no, I just didn't want to scream in the diary room.
I would be the one on Reddit saying it.
Also, okay, going back to Adrian and the weird bread thing, at one point Will is like, we're out of bread, we have too much protein, and I was like, that's a house I want to live in, because I love that these people are eating the bread.
I know. They said, fuck the chicken.
Yeah.
We're eating hoagie rolls.
What's the food setup in there?
They get to write a list of not specific, like snacks or certain flavors of stuff you can't really ask for. But if you know you want to cook pasta for everyone, you're like, we need tomatoes, we need garlic, we need butter, whatever. And then Big Brother will give you that for the week. And when you run out, you kind of run out. So you have to like ration it and stuff. But when you're the head of household, that's when you can pick like your favorite alcohols, your favorite snacks, your favorite desserts. If you like a charcuterie board, a frozen pizza, and they give it to you in the head of household room. And you can share if you want or save it for yourself.
Are they cooking their own meals?
Oh, yeah.
No way.
They cook their own meals, and that's a strategy sometimes people use too. If like you can cook, then you cook for the house every single night and become like the mom of the house, so that this way people don't vote you out because they just want your cooking.
That's how I would win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm a really good cook, and I feel like that's how I would win.
I would keep you in that. Feed me.
Yeah.
I would do the
I would be like,
out, but.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you have to make yourself a little worker bee in there.
Yes,
and I wonder if that's what, like, maybe Ava's doing that. She feels like she knows her way around a kitchen.
I don't know who the cook is this season. I'll research it.
Look at the feeds. Maybe Riley's cooking. Maybe that's why they've kept him around.
Maybe. What would he cook?
Cattle.
What does every USAA member have in common? Family. We're one big family who supports the military community and their eligible families. And if you, your parent, or spouse served, you could join our family and save big on auto insurance. Visit USAA.com/join today to check your eligibility. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask second grade teacher Mr. Torres.
Put me and just one Clorox wipe on a team? We can take on crayon smudges, sticky fingerprints on every surface, sneezes on the door handle, juice box explosion by the sink, snack crumbs, and don't even get me started on the bathroom passes.
Clorox disinfecting wipes. Teacher's #1 wipe.
Think about it. Bathroom passes.
Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso Virtuo coffee machines. Ready to enjoy the bold flavors of barista-quality Nespresso iced coffee at home? Simply fill a glass with ice and press the brew button on your Virtuo pop machine to enjoy rich double espressos roasted to stand up even when chilled. Refreshingly bold iced coffee. Refreshingly easy to make at home. Visit Nespresso.com to shop now.
My cat Freddy loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Anyway, they do the eviction vote and Adrian gets voted out. And I was like, yeah, of course. Duh.
I hate a live episode. Like, it's thrilling to not know because the feeds aren't on yet, whatever. But, like, there were so many times. That competition, the Blockbuster, we literally looked at footage of two identical rooms for a minute and a half.
It was so boring.
So boring.
Like, okay, are all the BB Blockbuster games really short?
Yeah. Because they're live.
Oh. No, but like, can we like more than 2 minutes, please? Give me a little bit more time.
No, that's all we get.
Julie's like, we're gonna need to dedicate more time to these random commercial breaks I keep going to where nothing happens. When we're back, emotions run high. They never really run that high, Julie.
No, it was about fucking Brad.
That's so stupid. I loved this week. It was fun. I'm glad that I'm slowly getting my entire family into it.
Me too. I love that. Is your husband watching yet or not yet?
Don't get me started on that guy.
Okay, I won't.
Well, now that you have, no, he doesn't watch any reality TV. He's just against all reality TV in general. It's just a thing that it's like a personality for him now.
Oh, I see. Will he watch when I'm on Big Brother, you think?
I think so. Then he'll definitely watch. And my kids will watch too.
And then I'll leave the diary room like this. Thanks, Nora. Thanks, Ada.
Oh, wait, speaking of in the diary room, they kept being like, congratulations, Miss Chanel. I said, who's that?
I don't know.
They all kept saying it. They're like, love you, Miss Chanel. I was like, is that a former house guest? Like, who is that?
No, it must be someone's family member that is like turning 50 or retiring or something. So then because one person is doing it, the rest of the cast showed support. Maybe. Okay. I'll look it up.
Maybe.
Miss Chanel was never on Big Brother. I do know that.
I was like, first I heard it and I said, oh, a drag queen or something. Right? And then they kept going. I was like, who is that? I don't know who that is. That's crazy. Yeah. Also, again, Keanu called Julie mama. And I was like, Keanu, please.
Right.
Don't. And then Jimmy called her mother. And I was like, Jimmy, all the cuteness that you had gathered up from me is gone.
Good. I'm glad. Keep that energy up.
I love this show. I can't wait to see more about it next week. Unfortunately, on the internet, I just learned who the HOH is for the next week. And I was
not
pissed.
thrilled. Yeah, I'm not thrilled.
No, I'm not happy about that. What are you doing on I'm the Cute One? You did have a Patreon happy hour.
We did, our first one. People said they wanted us to talk about Big Brother, but they didn't want to hear us talk about it. They wanted to talk with us. So we did our first Patreon happy hour where they could talk with us. That was fun.
Amazing.
And right now, we're not covering movies over the summer, but starting September, we'll be back.
Amazing. Can I write in movies?
Yeah. Mine are already picked until the end of the year, but Chelsea has some options she needs to fill the calendar.
Have you covered Meet Joe Black yet? I keep telling you guys about it.
We haven't, but when we do, you can be the guest.
You have
no one's knocking our door down for Meet Joe Black, shockingly.
It's a very New York in the fall movie.
Oh, okay. I'll look at my fall movies.
And you have to bring me and my brother because it's my brother's favorite movie. Okay. And spoiler alert, Brad Pitt does a Haitian accent.
The whole time?
No, just one part of it.
Oh, God. Okay.
And I think for that alone, you need to bring me back on. And my brother.
That sounds good. Speaking of accents, in Bad Guys 2, I saw this in the trailer. That shark dresses up like this Italian guy. Did you see that? He dresses up like this caterer to sneak in, and he's like, I can't do an accent, but he does a really good one. I laugh out loud every time I see the trailer.
And also, Ava goes, "Oh my God, it looks like Vinny." Oh, also, Vinny this week said he had never heard anybody calling pizza a pie.
Oh, he did say that. It pissed me off.
You know what, Vinny? You're 34 years old. You've never heard anybody say a pie, a cheese pie? Get out of here.
Get out.
Embarrassing. I hate
One more last thing. We saw the cardboard cutouts of the bad guys too, but then when Keanu got to pick who was coming with him, they had someone in a fucking costume.
Of course. We can't forget. They rolled in a car for no reason at all.
No reason.
The car didn't get used. I thought that at some point they were like going to go in the car and do like a drive, like a drive-in situation in the car, a movie in the drive-in. No.
I thought someone was going to win it.
No. Look, they're like, we got this furry over here that Rachel Riley was going gaga over. And they're like, oh my God, it's Mr. Fox.
It was truly crazy. And then sometimes on Big Brother, they bring in like 1 year they brought in Charlie Sheen when he was filming 2.5 Men and like he introduced the competition, whatever. So I thought the Fox would take his head off and it would be whoever's the voices, or it'd be Aquafina or something. But it was not.
No, I hope there's a lot of things that people could pray for. And obviously on top of my prayer list is that my kids are like good people and everybody in my family stays, like my friends and my family stay healthy and happy and like world peace, etc. But one of the things I'm going to add to my prayer list is going to be that the year that you're on Big Brother, it's Zootopia 3 is about to be released.
I would lose my mind. I would be like Rachel Riley.
You know who I'm talking about from Zootopia.
I would hope that it is the tiger that reads the book on the train. I would be the first Big Brother house guest to get kicked off for groping a furry.
And with that, guys, we end this week's Big Brother recap. Go follow Donny at Real Donnywood. Go follow I Am the Cute One. Listen to their podcast and give it 5 stars and amazing reviews. I adore you. We got to end this chat because I keep losing the internet.
I know. I hate it. Bye.
Okay, bye.